Hey, how's it going? It's Farewell34 back with a brand new news video. So while Game of Thrones Season 9 is still a year away, it appears that HBO has already started making moves for a new show. Yep, that's right, some breaking news here as HBO has given the first pilot to a Game of Thrones spin-off that's been in development. This is the first pilot for any Game of Thrones spin-off since HBO announced that it picked writers to start working on new spin-offs for the series since the main show started winding down. The pilot that's getting picked up is going to be a prequel, and the person leading it is Jane Goldman. You may be familiar with her since she's a producer and writer of X-Men First Class. In addition to the pilot being announced, the first description has been revealed, and it says, and I quote, "The series chronicles the world's descent from the golden age of heroes into its darkest hour, and only one thing is for sure. From the horrifying secrets of Westeros history to the true origin of the White Walkers, the mysteries of the East to the Stark of the legend is not the story we think we know." So this is an interesting first description, teasing how the landscape of Westeros and Game of Thrones came to be. This new prequel will take place many years before the events of Game of Thrones, so don't expect to see many familiar faces or anything like that, but probably just some name drops. In addition to executive producing, Goldman will also be the showrunner for the series. Anyway, but that's gonna wrap it up for this video. What do you think about this first Game of Thrones spinoff finally getting a pilot? Are you excited for it? Do you think they're gonna these spinoffs might actually work? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. You know, I think this is some pretty good news. Game of Thrones is ending. I think they want to just try and keep the franchise going as long as possible, and I think spinoffs are something that might actually work, and even in a prequel sense, because there's a lot of, you know, lure and mystery for Game of Thrones. So I think, you know, diving into that, you know, how did the White Walkers come to be and stuff like that might be pretty interesting for Game of Thrones. Just because we got the pilot, everyone, doesn't mean that it's going to be a full-blown series. We're just gonna have to wait and see how it does and if it gets picked up and if the studio likes it. So again, this is just the first pilot, the first episode, just not an entire series yet. But that's gonna wrap it up for this one. As always, if you enjoyed it, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Again, don't forget to hit that notification button if you want to get updates right when my videos drop. Anyway though, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I'll see you next time. Take care.